Relationships take a lot of work, but what you get in return is a strong and enduring relationship for life. The key to any relationship, though, is to have equal measures of giving and taking. If someone is always taking without giving back, it's not a balanced relationship. Here are 35 amazing relationship quotes that help define what lasting relationships are all about. Keep away from those who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you believe that you can too become great. By Mark Twain. We are afraid to care too much, for fear that the other person does not care at all. By Eleanor Roosevelt. A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words. By Donna Roberts. A loving relationship is one in which the loved one is free to be himself, to laugh with me, but never at me, to cry with me, but never because of me, to love life, to love himself, to love being loved. Such a relationship is based upon freedom and can never grow in a jealous heart. By Leo Buscaglia. No road is long with good company, a Turkish proverb. You were a risk, a mystery, and the most certain thing I'd ever known. By Bo Taplin. Home is not where you are from, it is where you belong. Some of us travel the whole world to find it. Others find it in a person. Another great quote by Bo Taplin. Intimacy is the capacity to be rather weird with someone and finding that that's okay with them. Alain de Botton. If you would be loved, love and be lovable. By Benjamin Franklin. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. By Carl Jung. The beginnings of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves and not to twist them to fit our own image. Otherwise, we love only the reflection of ourselves we find in them. By Thomas Merton. Never idealize others. They will never live up to your expectations. Don't overanalyze your relationships. Stop playing games. A growing relationship can only be nurtured by genuineness. By Leo Buscaglia. Whenever you're in conflict with someone, there is one factor that can make the difference between damaging your relationship and deepening it. That factor is attitude. By William James. I guess what I've always wanted was someone who loves me enough to match my effort. By R.H. Sin. A good word is an easy obligation, but not to speak ill requires only our silence, which costs us nothing. By John Tillotson. Each friend represents a world in us, a world possibly not born until they arrive, and it is only by this meeting that a new world is born. By Anais Nin. A woman knows the face of the man she loves as a sailor knows the open sea. By Honoré de Balzac. Assumptions are the termites of relationships. By Henry Winkler. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. By Jane Austen. Loving people live in a loving world. Hostile people live in a hostile world. Same World. By Wayne Dyer. It was only a sunny smile and a little it cost in the giving, but like morning light it scattered the night and made the day worth living. By F. Scott Fitzgerald. Love is when you meet someone who tells you something new about yourself. By André Breton. Confucius says, "What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others." We have to recognize that there cannot be relationships unless there is commitment, unless there is loyalty, unless there is love, patience, persistence. By Cornel West. The royal road to a man's heart is to talk to him about the things he treasures most. By Dale Carnegie. When you stop expecting people to be perfect, you can like them for who they are. By Donald Miller. Don't smother each other. No one can grow in the shade, by Leo Buscaglia. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend, by Albert Camus. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen, by Ernest Hemingway. For beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. And for poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone, by Audrey Hepburn. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future, by Paul Bose. Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one," by C.S. Lewis. Having someone wonder where you are when you don't come home at night is a very old human need, by Margaret Mead. When a woman is talking to you, listen to what she says with her eyes, by Victor Hugo. If you live to be 100, I hope I live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you, by Winnie the Pooh. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out, by Walter Winchell. It is of practical value to learn to like yourself. Since you must spend so much time with yourself, you might as well get some satisfaction out of the relationship, by Norman Vincent Peale. We can improve our relationships with others by leaps and bounds if we become encouragers instead of critics, by Joyce Meyer. Constant kindness can accomplish much. As the sun makes the ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate, by Albert Schweitzer. Happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city, by George Burns. A lasting relationship is one that is built on a foundation of trust, respect, and equality. If you want your relationship to stand the test of time, make sure that you are equally giving and receiving. And use these inspirational quotes as a reminder to always keep the balance in your relationship. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for being awesome.